since we're getting started on this podcast, Gannon had a diva pod, but we didn't get to really know too much about you outside of like growing up in the church. And then you guys are first timers. So let's start by going around, kind of introduce yourself, and then I want to know two things. So I want to know, first off, where you're from, and that's going to be not like one of the two. So where you're from, then favorite sports team, and you can only pick one sport. You can't be like, this is my basketball, this is my football. Like your favorite sports team, no matter what that is. Mm-hmm. Okay, I don't care if it's rugby. If it's golf, I guess you get to pick a favorite golfer. And then the last thing I want you to say. So where you're from?
My favorite team is
Team Tiger,
Serena Williams.
So, where you're from. Name where you're from. Oh, gosh. Name where you're from. It's bad. Name where you're from. I'll have to crop your joke in at the beginning.
Okay.
Yeah, play joke right now. Play joke right now.
Okay. No, I'm not used to seeing you as used to seeing you look like a pony.
Huh?
Because you're a little horse.
Thank you, Gannon.
Right now. So name where you're from, favorite sports team or individual player, and your favorite Thanksgiving dish.
Ooh, that's a great question.
Okay. And you can give an explanation. Like if it's something that like it's only the one that your mom makes or your dad makes, give us an explanation. But Nick, let's start with you.
Okay, well, I'm Nicholas McKinley. I'm a film and broadcasting major. I'm from outside Branson, Missouri, so not too far away. My favorite sports team has to be the St. Louis Cardinals. I know that's a typical Missouri boy thing to say, but I grew up, loving baseball, so that's it. And my favorite dish, it's not really a traditional Thanksgiving dish, but my mom makes a broccoli casserole. So it has like broccoli and Velveeta cheese, but there's also like cream of mushroom and rice, and it's so good and it never gets old. So I would say that's my favorite Thanksgiving dish.
All right, I'm Aaron Bowling. I'm from Crane, Missouri. It's kind of between Springfield and Branson. My favorite Thanksgiving dish would be, it's not really a dish either. It's kind of a like finger food, but Little Smokies.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Again,
I can eat 20 of those.
Associate with Thanksgiving.
Well, we always have one during Thanksgiving, so
It's like a football game snack for
Right.
my family.
yeah.
And
And then,
tailgate food.
yeah, speaking of football, my favorite team is Kansas City Chiefs.
That's why I was giving Nick props because I'm like, he didn't say that, and y'all know how much I hate the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I like the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Because you
Well,
suck.
you just hate success.
Oh,
Wow.
whoa,
Bro,
whoa!
Do I need
he's
to
dropping
Wow.
truth
Do I need
bombs
to remind
already.
you of the 2000s, the
Wow.
2010s, and the decades before?
Do you need
had-
to
I wasn't
remind
paying-
us
I wasn't
of
paying
like 20
attention
years
then.
ago? No, I don't think you do.
Yeah.
It's okay.
We don't live in the past.
No one cares. Yeah, we're moving forward to
Bo,
the future.
Bo Nix is the future. I
That's
want
true.
You, to know
You know what? That's fair. They're doing good this year.
Yeah. You guys got lucky. Blocked field goal. I don't know who that offensive tackle was, but bro, he was on his back. It was so bad. He got literally pancaked, and I'm like, you're the offensive lineman. You're not supposed to be the one getting pancaked.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Okay, so my name is Gannon Bragg. I'm from the Rolla area, which is like, it's like an hour and 45 minutes from here.
Just straight 44, right?
Yeah, and then I live past that on a state highway, like 30 minutes. So I'm from the country. You may be able to tell that sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. No, but, my whole life I've been raised in the country. So let's see. So my favorite sports team is probably the St. Louis Cardinals. Been a fan my whole life. So
Cardinals Nation.
yeah, I mean I'm born and raised in Missouri, and
Right.
it's either the Royals or the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are way better. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The Royals did win a World Series more recently.
This is
That's
wah, wah,
ridiculous.
wah,
I
wah.
like
don't-
the Cardinals
I don't know
more
what
than
you're
the
talking
Royals.
about.
I know.
I'm not against you
This
guys.
is
Yeah,
true.
fair.
They won in
Yeah.
20. Yeah.
I'm saying
You're right.
he kind of
It's
dissed the
valid.
Royals. I'm like, they haven't been that bad.
Okay,
No.
well, and here's
They're not
another like secret that I don't tell people often is I don't know a whole lot about sports. Like I love to play sports, but I don't watch it a ton.
Mhm.
Hey, fair
Yeah.
enough.
So
Fair.
yeah, my sports facts may be a little out of
It
date.
just kind of shows your association. Even if like
yeah, it's
you're
fair.
not like an avid sports watcher, you saying you're a Cardinals fan is like, okay,
Yeah, I
most likely
associate
from
with St.
Missouri or
Louis.
Illinois.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
That's fair.
you associate with the Cardinals more than any other team.
Mhm.
Because that's like I also think of when I ask like sometimes favorite sports team, even to like people that aren't sports people, is kind of like, what if you were to wear a hat? What are you gonna wear and why? Like, because sometimes like you'll see people wearing like a Dodgers hat, a Yankees hat, a Red Sox hat, and you're like, you have no association with it. It's like a fashion statement.
Right.
Yeah.
Which
But,
is
like,
lame.
It's lame. It's like
Super
at least
lame.
be like from California, from Boston, where it's like that's the sport I'm representing because of this, even though you don't really track it.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
Yeah.
kind of a test of
That's a
that.
good point.
Yeah, my brother used to like the Buccaneers, but
The Buccaneers. Have you seen that video?
No, I haven't.
Buchaners. Never seen it.
But anyway, it's just
Great
because,
video. Don't know what it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
just 'cause,
funny.
Like they were like pirates, and then
Oh.
like our high school were the Pirates.
Gotcha.
That's mainly why.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
You know, like
We're the-
mascot,
Yeah,
loyalty.
we're the Pirates, Aaron. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're from the same high school, so I
Yeah.
lived like 40 minutes away from Crane, but I went to
Yeah.
school there, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. Sorry, I feel like I need to clarify myself real quick.
Okay.
But with the videos talking about, they did I want to say it was either the Titans or the Jaguars.
Mm.
Somebody did like they did their schedule release.
Oh.
And so they went around and interviewed random people on the street
Mhm.
and said, who's this logo and mascot?
Yeah.
And there was one video where they just said, like, there was one where the Jaguars logo popped up, and like, which team is this? And the person's like, Chester Cheeto. It was like super funny.
Dude, that's my favorite team.
So
Yeah.
find out. It's like a schedule release logo quiz of
Yeah.
pedestrians or something like that. If you want to find it, it's funny. But
Fair.
we didn't hear what your Thanksgiving dish
Oh,
was.
right. Yeah, it would have to be fruit salad. And so my grandma makes this kind of fruit salad that's like made out of, it's like sour cream, which sounds weird, but then you get like the little like mandarin oranges and like pineapple and marshmallows and all kinds of sweet things. And it's the only kind of salad I eat.
How much
So
soy is in
delicious.
your milk?
How much what?
Soy is in your milk.
0. I dislike soy milk a lot. Yeah.
Stop it. Get some help.
Bro, you said sour cream
Yeah.
and mandarin oranges, and I'm like thinking what I put on my tacos
Mhm.
and what I would eat as a kid for a snack.
Right.
And I'm like,
That's so fair, actually.
maybe
Yeah.
it's good. Like,
I don't
again,
know
Don't
how
dog
it's
it
good.
until you try it, but
Yeah.
my brain ain't putting those two together.
You know, it works. I don't know how. I've
I'll
never
just-
made it, so.
I'll just clarify that
It's good.
I actually like a food item that's actually associated typically with Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And
Good
I
for
love
you.
mashed potatoes, but I think, yeah, good for me. Good for me. Thank you, Gannon.
You're welcome.
But I would say my favorite Thanksgiving food is actually green bean casserole.
Mm.
And
Oh,
here's the
solid.
thing: I always have this little like inside competition because usually I see my mom's mom for Thanksgiving or at least for Christmas,
Okay.
and she'll make green bean casserole, and she makes really good mashed potatoes too. Shout out grandma.
Nice.
But also, it's kind of like a competition in my brain. I don't know if I vocalize it, but like, who makes the better Thanksgiving food between my mom
wow.
and my grandma? They're
Wow.
both good at cooking, but they both have like the thing that's like, okay, I would rather have my mom make this. Like
Their signature piece.
mashed potatoes, they make good mashed potatoes, both of them. But my grandma's are always better. Always. Like, there's just not a question. But then with green bean casserole, I think I would give the slight edge to my mom. It's close, but I'd give the edge to my mom. And then my mom makes a pretty good turkey and gluten-free stuffing. Shout out
Nice.
to all the gluten-free people out there.
Forget about that.
But yeah,
Sucks
Every
to
time
suck.
I talk to you, I forget that you're gluten free. I don't know why. It just
yeah,
It blews
it's
my
what
mind.
apparently I had somebody. Who was it? Somebody said was like, "Oh no, that is gluten free your identity. So if you weren't gluten free anymore, would you like have an identity crisis?" I was like,
That's a good question.
"Little sit by."
Yeah, what the
that's
heck?
all you think I am. That's all I am to you.
That's all I am.
I was like, I'm just the gluten free guy,
Mm-hmm.
and so I feel bad. I'm not gonna lie, I had gluten, like the most gluten I've probably had in a while. I've probably had some cross contamination over the years. I've been gluten free, but a friend had bought me, an older gentleman who mentors me spiritually. His name's Troy. Shout out Troy. We went to Panda, and I tried to get the most gluten free thing I could find there. But he was buying, and I felt horrible. I felt horrible. I'm like, I can't not accept it. I didn't eat the fortune cookie,
Mm-hmm.
so I didn't eat like the straight
That's
gluten.
good.
But I'm
Those
pretty
things
sure
are
that
lies
I'm pretty sure the
anyways.
beef thing I had definitely was very much thickened by gluten.
Oh boy.
And that next day, I was a reminder of why I'm gluten free. I'm not celiac. Like, it didn't kill me.
Right.
But it was just
Yeah.
not a fun
Brutal.
next 24 hours. So,
Dang. That's what
Yeah.
it's like when I eat Taco Bell.
dude, Taco Bell, it doesn't matter what allergies you have.
Yeah.
That thing messing you up.
I'm reminded why I shouldn't eat
Yeah.
Taco Bell all the time.
Yeah.
But why do I keep getting it is the question, bro.
It's so good.
But
I
hey,
know.
clarification.
Why do we come back to our sin?
You guys never, like a dog returns to its vomit.
Amen,
A
brother.
man
Yeah.
returns to his folly.
That's so wise. You probably got it from
Full returns to
Proverbs
his
or
folly,
something.
Yeah, shout out King Solomon.
See how many people we can shout out
rest in
this
peace-
this
Rest in
podcast.
peace, King Solomon.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But hear me out. Maybe you guys have an
Okay.
argument for this. But I think Taco Bell is only good. Like, it's only good. Like, it's only like if somebody goes to Taco Bell at noon, what the heck are you doing? But if somebody goes to Taco Bell at 11 p.m., they know what's up.
That's the vibe, yeah.
Like, the vibes after everything starts to close at 10.
Mm,
Like, there's like very few options after 10 o'clock.
true.
Taco Bell hits differently. And I'll even say that in addition, if it's like 1 a.m., even better Taco Bell. I don't know why. That's kind of my vibe I get from it. A little more
That's so
sketchy.
true.
Aaron, what are your thoughts on
It's
this?
scary.
Well, I get Taco Bell a lot, but so I've adapted, and yeah, I that night is always better.
Yeah, no, I think
Just tastes better too.
I just think
But
it's
their breakfast is really good too.
Is it?
though. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah, the one across the street. I mean, it's closed now for the renovation, but they stopped serving breakfast. But there's one like by West Bypass, and they
Yeah.
still serve breakfast.
I don't know if you guys are runners, but if you ever want to run really fast for your morning workout, eat Taco Bell the night before.
Sounds like torture.
Gosh.
I don't need Taco Bell.
You'll run
for
a
that
little
to work.
faster to get back to the checkpoint. You know what I'm
It's
saying?
funny to get it over with.
That's so true.
Oh, I was more saying like you're gonna be like halfway through that run, like a 3-mile run, mile 1.5. Your stomach's gonna be like, this run's over.
You're gonna
So
want to
like,
quit, but you can't because
Yeah.
you have to get.
Plus,
to the,
you run fast.
I didn't know what I didn't know if you're gonna be like the flatulence, like give you a speed boost. Like I didn't know where you were
The
going.
flatulence.
I was going through
The jet
fact
propulsion.
That somehow a taco you ate at 11 p.m. can
Oh.
flow through your system so quickly and speed everything else up while it's at it. You know,
True.
There you go.
Kinda crazy. I don't know if it's real food. I think a lot of
I don't
places.
think it is. My grandma used to tell me it was kangaroo meat.
Huh.
I thought it was true for a long time, but now I just think it's fake beef. I don't know what else it would be.
Yeah. But shout out RFK. He's gonna make our country healthy.
Yes. I'm
He
okay.
promises, dude. Yeah, no. the
RFK can do
podcast-
push-ups. Have
yeah.
you seen those videos? Push-ups and pull-ups. It's crazy.
Well, no, dude's fit dude, but
Yeah.
my first ever time figuring out who this dude was listening to him on the Joe Rogan
Oh
podcast.
no.
Nice.
And he was like,
Shout out Joe Rogan.
"Yeah, the water's turning the frogs gay." It was like his iconic quote,
Honestly,
and like it just blew up and
Valid.
went viral.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Who is this dude?" All I know is he has the Kennedy last name.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's just
no.
it's so funny that the
True
guy
words.
who's running the
Yeah,
health
it's
of the country has the most unhealthy sounding voice.
It's true.
Well, he's
sounds
a
like
healthy
sounds like
dude.
a smoker.
he is a healthy dude. It's just
as,
funny.
as opposed to the last one that was running the health
It's
department.
in much better.
Overweight,
Yeah.
transgender.
That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. It is an improved look.
Shout
Like,
out that person.
That's a crazy shout out. That's a crazy shout out.
Shout out to all of our transgender health secretaries.
Dude.
Wow. Has your podcast ever been canceled?
Yeah, it might be. This is the day.
Yup.
I didn't expect to put Nick, Aaron, and Gannon on and get canceled. Like, I had Gabe Lorenz, Braxton Davis, and
Yeah.
Ben was on there, but I didn't expect Ben to be the problem. But when I put Gabe and Braxton, I was like, bro,
Something's gonna happen.
I'm gonna have to like reshoot it 5 times. They were never gonna get an episode out. But
Oh,
switching the topic a little bit,
Okay.
on like Thanksgiving Day when you're hanging out with your family usually, what's your favorite like activity? Like, do you have like a board game you guys play? I mean, for me, I'm a sportaholic, so unlike most people, like I wake up and I watch sports all day while I'm helping my mom make the food. Then I watch sports while I'm eating the food. Sometimes my mom forces us to turn the TV off. We watch for like we eat for like 30 minutes, and then we go watch more sports until it's into Thanksgiving. So there's no more sports available. But what's your guys' like go-to board game, activity, thing to do with your family on Thanksgiving?
I don't know. My family isn't much an activity family. We've never like played board games, or we never.
Gotcha.
When we're social, we never like put like a task at hand. We just like hang out. But I usually end up hanging out with my little cousins, and we'll play or do whatever, or watch a movie with them. So just spend time with them is always fun.
Yeah,
So
and that's some of the best parts until it gets like politically divisive, and you got like the two uncles that disagree.
right.
But yeah, no, talking is one of the best parts of Thanksgiving, I would say in general.
Yeah, basically the same. I mean, we don't really do anything like very different compared to normal Sundays because our family is really, really close anyway. We just have more food, basically.
Yeah.
And then we stay longer, and my kids get more time to kind of play and stuff, and then adults talk. So, and then I run between them.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, something my family started doing the last few years. We make Christmas cookies, actually. So we like decorate Christmas cookies so that we have them basically for the rest of the month until Christmas. And that's been fun. It's kind of rough because usually when you make Christmas cookies, 80% of the time is you're eating Christmas cookies.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're like super full and stuff from the actual dinner. But yeah, it's neat. We get make a buttload of cookies. There's so many, probably at least five, trays of them, and they're piled high, and then we just, put frosting on them and sprinkles and stuff. So, yeah, we do that for like 3 hours after dinner.
Yeah, that's fun. Those are fun things. It was also fun. Unfortunately, Nick decided he didn't want to go. But we had a Friendsgiving this week.
Yeah.
All the members of
Aaron and I were the real ones over here.
Hey, I committed.
I want you to know that Gannon, on his birthday,
I know he
went
did.
to Friendsgiving.
I know.
And so it was fun, though. I thought it was good.
It was good.
We had
Quiplash was
some pretty good food.
insane.
Quiplash was a little crazy. If you couldn't tell based off the fact that we just shouted out a lot of health secretaries on this podcast, our Quiplash, even with women in the room, it gets exciting, to put it lightly. Well, we switched over to murder mystery, then it puts a lot less discretion, viewer
That one's
discretion
scary.
up there. That one is scary, but like you don't feel like somebody's gonna say something super stupid or outlandish. You're not like sitting on the edge of your seat like, who's gonna say something stupid this time?
Yeah.
So you're kind of like actually just playing the game to
That's a
like
good
be
point.
more skill based, because I mean you have to answer questions right. There's a lot more
skill.
There's some luck, but there's skill to it as well.
Yeah.
That's
true.
Where you can say just something super dumb. I played Quiplash, like the really family friendly version with a lot of extended family, like a year or two ago, and we were playing, and somebody put diarrhea misspelled. And then that was like the running joke of the whole day. And it didn't matter the question. The question could be
Diarrhea.
like, what is a funny thing a teacher could say to a student? And then it'd be like diarrhea misspelled, and be like, that doesn't even make any sense fully.
Wait,
But,
the answer is diarrhea misspelled?
No,
both those
but like,
words?
no. It's just diarrhea, and then the diarrhea word was misspelled. Not that there was.
Diarrhea.
Diarrhea misspelled.
Spell diarrhea correct, but then put this spell.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was funny because I'm like, my youngest cousin was probably 15 when we did that, and my brother was like 14. It's like we're older anyway, but like that was what was funny.
Yeah, but
So-
like, if we're honest, the poop jokes never get old.
they don't get old.
They're so good.
It's true.
They're
But-
so good.
Yeah, so it's kind of fun. We'll shout out L2N while we're at it, since we're
L2N.
just shouting out everybody.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, L2N, if you listen to this podcast, I'm a little disappointed that the jungle brought more people than you.
Yeah, that was a little embarrassing. That
Usually
was kinda
the women outnumber the guys. I'll shout out Kennedy, since we're just shouting people out.
Yeah,
Kennedy did a really good job running it. People that brought food did a good job as well. There were some really fancy pies. I didn't get to eat because I'm gluten free. Briley made gluten-free cookies, Briley and Kendall. Shout out Briley and Kendall.
Shout out Bradley and Kendall.
Very good gluten-free cookies.
Yeah.
But did you guys try Ben's ham?
Yeah, it was good.
He made a. What are you gonna say?
It's just staring at me.
No, it was really good actually.
He made a spiraled ham from Aldi's. I also didn't know Aldi's existed.
Really?
What? You didn't know what Aldi's was?
Aldi's is amazing.
I
Whoa.
figured this out like 3 days ago. Did you guys like grow up with Aldi's? We didn't
Yeah,
have those
like
in
that's
Colorado.
the only place I shop.
I didn't grow up with them, but like teenage years, my mom went there all the time just because it's
Yeah.
cheaper and.
Well, I
Yeah.
plan on going back if that makes you
Good.
feel
Yes,
better.
that's a college
Yeah.
person's dream right
But
there.
I
is
was
Aldi's.
driving with Ben, Gabe, and Isaac to go to Walmart, and they're like, "You should go to Aldi's. It's cheaper." I was like,
Mhm.
"Where's Aldi's?"
It's just down the
And then
road.
we drove to Aldi's.
It's like on the same road as Walmart.
It is. It's on Kearney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
No, but you got to make sure you find a box so you can carry all your stuff around.
hmm
Yeah.
And that way you don't have to pay for a cart.
But it's
Well,
the.
but you get the quarterback.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I was gonna say I did what Aaron did. I put my quarter in, and it actually was like a cool feeling putting the cart back, popping the quarter.
Yeah.
I'm so cool.
Well, it's really great when people just like, hey, you want a cart? And they just give you their cart without taking the quarter.
Yeah,
It's really nice.
nice people out there.
But then I feel bad because I take their quarter when I'm done.
Thief.
Great. Thanks for the quarter,
You didn't-
guys.
It's like the videos you watch where it's like, would you like to double it and give
Yeah,
it to the next
double it,
person?
give it to the next-
And you get that one person that's like, no, I'm good.
I'm just saying that. And everyone else is like, yeah, no, usually it's just because I'm too afraid to like talk to someone to give them the cart. You
You
know,
should,
like,
yeah.
I'm just gonna like, I'm gonna get out of here.
Yeah, that's
Mm. And selfish.
Yeah.
very selfish.
Well,
I
that
want my
too.
quarter.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm up 25 cents on the day.
It's economy, bro. You
Yeah.
can't-
Can't be
every-
losing quarters.
Every
Yeah,
quarter
seriously.
counts.
It
No, for
does.
real. So,
Gosh. Shout out Aldi's.
Shout out Aldi's.
But yeah, L2N. Next time we need you to bring the numbers. The fun
Yeah,
was there, but
come
we
on.
need the numbers. We're gonna move to what's gonna be our last section, I guess. I don't know what the word I'm looking for.
Segment.
Yeah.
Segment. That's the word I was looking
It's
for.
close.
That's the one.
Yeah. So the last segment is gonna be the jungle item of the week. And so, Aaron, I would love for you to show us our jungle item. Give us a little bit of a
Sure.
rundown, and we can talk about it.
Right. So here's this.
Which is gonna make no sense to anybody that just sees
No.
that at first glance.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all.
It's beautiful though.
So are you
Yeah.
just gonna, or do you want to give us some explanation? Because I know a little bit of what's happening.
I
but-
guess. So this was on Nick's chair for a very long time this semester because one of our friends, Kaylin.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Can't say what?
Kalen Plaisant. Sorry, I tried to say it and it just didn't come out. Anyways.
She decided she wanted to prank Nick. Texted me.
I hope that made the cut. Unfortunately,
Get out of here.
Not a shout out to Kyle.
Yeah, no shout out to Kyle.
Shout in. I don't know. That's dumb.
Yeah, unfortunately, my lock's broken, so we couldn't keep Kyle out.
Yeah, Noah beats his door and the lock doesn't
Whoa.
work.
Yeah.
I said door, okay?
Okay, let's go back to the.
Yeah, anyways.
Anyway.
Tinfoil.
One night, Kaylin texted me asking if I would want to participate in pranking Nick, and of course I was all over it. And
Of course you were. Of course you were.
yeah, need some college pranks. Sophomore.
I really
First-
hope you can
first
hear
good
the,
prank.
the toilet from Kyle.
Yeah,
But
so-
how much did they tinfoil? Like how much? Did they
I think it was like 1,000 feet.
Oh god.
Jeez.
It was
Tinfoil.
a full. I don't know
Yeah.
how much is in a full thing, but it was a full thing. They
Yeah.
used it all.
Damn.
And it was, we tinfoiled his desk, his chair, all the oranges in our refrigerator individually.
Wow, this is rude.
Uh,
That's just me.
His
Like, I want a
guitar,
snack.
his guitar handle, his lamp, anything on his desk,
Yeah.
even like a Slim Jim that we found on his desk.
Yep.
We put, we
Even the
Since
tinfoiled
we all
that.
took this serious.
Hey, foiled my
his-
Slim Jim, yep.
It's
yeah.
commitment.
His lap desk, I think a like basket or two that was in his drawers, and then also we put tinfoil in his pillow, and he didn't realize it until he
So
laid down
the
to go
lights
to
were
sleep.
out, and I went to bed, and I went and I grabbed the pillow, and I hear crunch. I'm like, Aaron, turn the lights back on. I gotta
Something ain't right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Oh, what's
yeah.
that?
Huh?
Hold
Yeah.
up. Wait a minute.
Oh shoot.
Something ain't right.
Say,
Hold
hold
up.
up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
There we go.
That was it.
See,
That was it.
That's it.
So yeah, and Kaylin, I guess, got the help of Connor and Braden.
Shout out Connor.
Yeah.
Shout out Braden.
Shout out Braden. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
And then, she brought the tinfoil. I brought the little bows. We drew a little face, and
It looks
we
like you
put
guys are
little
being
bows
nice
on
to
different-
him as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of Christmassy.
He's kind of cool looking.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like a crab when you look at it in like retrospect. You see what I'm saying? Come on, like the two
Yeah.
eyeballs,
Yeah.
small little mandibles there.
You know,
It looks. Yeah.
All right, I'm overconfident.
I appreciate the vision. I appreciate the vision.
Yeah.
I see it. Yeah.
That was a good thought.
Yeah.
Shout out crabs.
Shout out crabs. Hey, don't hate on crabs. Like if I like Thanksgiving food,
Mm-hmm.
but if some of you are like, hey, this year we're gonna make a really good like a crab like broil, I'm gonna eat it. Like that's so good.
Yeah, crabs are good.
Maybe not Missouri or Colorado, but like if I was in like Florida, where I'm like, oh,
Right,
you guys
like
actually
fresh
have-
catch.
that's
Yeah.
fair.
You guys actually have
Freshly
crabs.
caught crabs. Yeah.
That might be actually pretty good. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So last thing I wanted to ask Aaron specifically, not have to do with that. You're good. But in light of Thanksgiving, right? And you're kind of like our history buff. We talk a lot about history. What is there a fact or something about Thanksgiving that's skewed in the history that we see it today?
Well, here's the thing. It didn't used to be skewed, but now it has been.
Mm.
So, like, there was a big coming together with like both the Pilgrims and the
Natives,
and
yeah.
natives. So, like, it's nowadays people are complaining about it being a like anti-Indian or anti-Native American holiday or whatever, but it's not. The two,
They were
and it
together.
wasn't a like kind of like Native American history. It gets very distorted with like them either being like helpless victims or being just like brutal, like just either
There's
way
no
you slice it,
balance,
they're
yeah.
not. Either way you slice it in history, they're treated like they're not people. They're just there.
That's
They're
a
just
good
part of
point.
it.
Yeah, they're just
part of
extreme.
history, but they're not. Like they're very dynamic, very different tribes, and that's shows in Thanksgiving when one tribe joined with the Pilgrims to fight another tribe. So it wasn't
Yeah.
this
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
like they weren't this monolith that we often see them as today.
Yeah. I will say
Fair
the
point.
best Thanksgiving movie I can imagine is Freebird. I don't know if you've seen that
Freebird
movie.
is a great movie.
I watched it this summer randomly. I think it
Oh,
was just on
the
TV.
animated. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
The skinny Owen Wilson, right?
yeah, Owen Wilson's the
Yeah.
skinny bird. I forget his name.
Skinny turkey.
Yeah, the
What is
great
his name?
turkey has
Great
spoken.
turkey. Yes.
But I think that movie's super
Little
fun.
egg
But it's kind
capsule.
of like turkeys versus pilgrims, and then they have pizza
Yeah.
show up on the day of Thanksgiving. So I'm like, I guess we're doing it wrong. What are we
Honestly,
talking about?
I would be okay with pizza on Thanksgiving.
If it's good pizza.
If it's good
Like,
pizza.
I'm a big
Yeah.
fan of
Imagine like
Chicago
a
deep dish.
Thanksgiving
Chicago
style,
deep dish.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
style of pizza, like turkey, ham.
We're still
Oh.
killing the turkey at the Reggie.
Reggie was his
Reggie.
name. You're right. Yeah. Reginald. No, Reggie.
You must find Reggie.
Yes.
And then what was the big turkey's name? I forget.
Bro.
I don't remember.
Something about his bill, and it sounded really like Native American, like broken bill or something.
Oh no, that was the other turkey. I was talking
Oh.
about the red turkey that came from like the fattening farm. You know what I'm talking about? But we're gonna have to rewatch this
Yes.
movie.
Oh shoot.
We're gonna
Okay.
have to rewatch this
Hey, we
movie.
have like 3 days until break. We could do this.
We need to find out where Freebird is because it's a great
Yeah,
movie.
it is. It
And-
really is.
and
Shout out
I-
to Freebird.
Shout out Freebird. Go watch. cut. Shout out Freebird. Go watch the movie. That's the end of the podcast. We'll see you next time.
See ya.